Hello students, welcome to today's session. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu. And today we are starting with the making of a scientist. First of all, a very warm welcome to your favorite series, Printex PreBoards 2020. And here I am with one of the chapters which you find maybe, I don't know, but you find a bit complicated, I guess, right? So today's session is definitely going to make that complication very simple for you, right? Because I am going to discuss some of the very important questions from this chapter. I hope you have already taken a look at the Umang series related to this chapter, where I have covered the entire chapter. And now let us continue with the most important question and answers from this chapter. So today we are going to continue or complete the extract based question, short answer type question, 3 marks questions, and of course 5 marks question. So let us talk about the schedule. We have already completed till making of a scientist. Okay, footprints without feet. Till here we have completed. So we are just left with 3 more sessions to go, guys. That is necklace, hack driver, and bholi, which will be completed on 15th of December. And with that, we will be completing our revision series. So I think by now you are feeling way more confident for your board exams with this series. What say, guys? Yes or no? Give me a quick answer in the chat box. Talking about the other subjects, guys, biology is going to continue till 15th, chemistry till 14th, math till 15th, physics till 13th, and social science till 14th. It's going to end with math work. Do not miss out on any of the session, guys, and do not forget to hit the like button and share the video amongst your friends so that they can also enjoy as you all are, right? And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, right, guys? So now, talking about the homework answer, Griffin was a brilliant scientist because he discovered a drug due to which his body became transparent as a sheet of a glass after swallowing it, and this made him invisible. But he was a lawless person, right? Because of his misdeeds, he became homeless, wanderer without clothes, without money. He was definitely desiring solitude because of his condition, right? He was always seeking adventure and fond of mysterious things. However, he was unscrupulous because he was robbing various people, right? And he got very angry quickly, and that caused him to become a fugitive. Right, guys? So thank you so much for your brilliant answers. And now we will be moving towards the chapter that is definitely what? Making of a scientist, right? So, guys, the first extract that we are going to do from this is, if the theory proves correct, it will be a big step towards understanding the processes of life. This will make you relate to the previous lesson that we have done, that is Griffin. He was also a scientist, but look at his approach. He misused science to cause destruction, to become lawless, right? Seeking adventures, made himself a fugitive. But look at this. Look at Ebright. What is he saying? If this theory proves correct, it will be a big step towards understanding the processes of life, which means he is helping the society. He is doing something for the nation, right? So this is something that this is the quality that we should look up to and admire, not be like Griffin. Okay, so this appeared in CBSE 2012, and let us see the questions now. What is the theory about? How cells read their DNA, how cells read their RNA, how gravity works, or none of the above. Very simple answer, guys. Come on, give me your answers in the chat box quickly. And I think most of you have got this correct. It's how cells read their DNA. Moving ahead is, who proposed the theory? Again, very simple. Options: Thomas Alva Edison and his friend James R. Wong, Richard Ebright and his friend James R. Wong, Albert Einstein and his friend James R. Wong, or all of the above. Very, very, very simple question. By now, I think I have got the answers in the chat box. So let's check it. Yes, it is Richard Ebright and his friend James R. Wong. Last question. Which part of speech is life used as in the given extract? Very, very, very simple. Noun, verb, object, or all of the above. Very simple answer, guys. So it's noun. How many of you have got all the three correct? Give me a quick high five in the chat box. So let me take you to the extract once again. If the theory proves correct, it will be a big step towards understanding the processes of life. So life here is definitely a noun, right? Chalo. Moving to the next question, the next section, that is your 2 marks questions, right? What are the factors which contributed in making Ebright a scientist? Very simple. 3 qualities. Quickly jot it down in the chat box. 3 qualities. Very simple. Just direct textual question. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. So very simple. First-rate mind, sense of curiosity, and will to win for the right reason. These are the 3 qualities that you have to talk about. That's it. And you get a 2 out of 2. Next question, guys. Mention any 2 of Ebright's contributions to the world of science. Very important question. You have so many contributions. You can mention any 2 of them. Okay. So quickly mention any 2 of the comments in the chat box. Any 2 of his contributions in the chat box. You've read so many. Come on, guys. You can do it. Okay. So let us check. First is about a hormone which I have actually given for you. That is a hormone which was necessary. Remember the gold spots in the pupa? Yes, talking about that hormone, okay, which was necessary for the growth of a butterfly. And the next was how cells read their DNA. These are the contributions that I have brought. You can definitely make use of any, you can definitely come up with the other contributions as well. So basically when you're describing this hormone, also describe about the gold, name the gold spots. Okay, the 12 gold spots found in monarch pupa. Please mention that as well. I skipped it here, but please do mention it. Moving ahead to the next section, which will carry 3 marks. Hobbies play a very important role in one's life. Elaborate this with reference to the making of a scientist. Right, so we have seen in this chapter first of all, you start with mentioning how hobbies can play. So basically an introduction on hobbies, hobby, which is important, okay, for life, important in our life, okay. So definitely it's important in our life, and it shapes our personality. So this can be your introduction. So let's say if my hobby was to write short quotations, okay, and I liked reading as well. I also sometimes, in my free time, I like to sketch, paint and all, right? So these are my hobbies. So that is why, it kind of shaped my personality that way, and I am, involved with all those things right now in my career too, right? That means teaching and all. So it's connected somehow, right? So definitely it depends on your interest, because hobbies are very connected to your interest. So here also you talk about your hobby. You see, the hobbies that you are pursuing today, it will somehow be reflected in the career path that you opt for in your future. Same was for Ebright. So then you start with Ebright's hobby. Okay, Ebright's hobbies, and how it helped him to become that scientist that he is today, right? So hobbies take a very important role in one's life. Doing a very interesting work feels good, and its effect is long lasting, right? In the making of scientists, and I also already told you that this should be the introduction. So this you can definitely include in your introduction here as well, okay? In the making of a scientist, the boy was very interested in catching different kinds of butterflies, or you can say collecting butterflies, right? And other activities like collecting rocks, fossils and coins. And this definitely talked about his curiosity and also scientific bent of mind, right? So let's say somebody is interested in reading or writing some things, that means that person is having a literary bent of mind, right? So he will be not necessarily, but generally, I'm just talking about the general perspective, from a general perspective, he would be definitely interested in a career path involving those, involving literature maybe, right? So same was for Richard. So he became an eager astronomer too, sometimes stargazing all night. And according to his interest, he covered his project step by step and also discovered many new things, right? And or you can also say that he was always showing his innovation. He was always up for innovation, right? So innovation is a keyword that you can use definitely. His hard work, willpower, and also perseverance, this is also a quality that you can mention, that made him a great and successful scientist, right? And definitely you have to make a conclusion which will be related to the question, okay? Always make sure that you introduce and you conclude, especially for 3 marks and 5 marks question. Make a line for introduction and also a concluding line. So concluding line should be related to the question, right? That hobbies do play an important role. So from the above explanation, we can definitely come to the conclusion that hobbies do play an important, it's a part and parcel of our life, and something like that. You can definitely come up with a good concluding line. Okay, so guys, are you enjoying the session? If yes, do you want to join us further and gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? Yes, up for it. So just visit the link in the description box and pin comment, and you can get unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes. You can compete with students throughout the world, and you can have interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards, premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of the master teacher. Along with that, your doubts will be solved in the class, and after each session, you will get assignments. And of course, we do conduct tests and we give you the performance report of the test, which will help you analyze yourselves and where you stand, which is going to really help you not only in the board exam but in the long run as well. As I always tell you in my sessions, that these 2 years, very crucial for all of you. This is a time for preparing, okay, for making your base strong. So do not compromise with the guidance. If you are lacking a proper guidance, if you don't have proper notes, if you do not have your doubts cleared, then guys, you are compromising with your studies, which will have a negative or adverse impact in your board exams as well as your future, which we do not want. So therefore, we are there to help you out, guys. So you can have 5,000 plus micro courses free along with the crash courses for competitive exams, that too in less price. Just visit the link and use the coupon code. And now let's talk about the magic part, the magic of the coupon code. So here it is. So if you apply this coupon code, guys, you can avail the class for 1 month. The class is for 1 month only at 2159, and for 3 months at 5599, which comes down to rupees 9 per class for 3 months, where you save 14%, and rupees 11 per month. That becomes actually even more, even cheaper than a packet of Lays. So hurry up and visit the link. Use the coupon code SWRPRO. Resuming back to our three marks session, 3 marks question. Why did Richard lose interest in tagging butterflies? Do you remember the answer? If yes, please do note it down in the chat box right now. Richard raised thousands of butterflies, tagged them, and released them to study their migration. But soon he lost interest because only 2 of his tagged butterflies were returned to him, and they had traveled only 75 miles. So this is also a direct textual question, which the answer of which is very, very, very prominently given in your text, right? So this is the portion which you have to be conscious about or careful about when you read through the chapter. Moving ahead is the sixth question. Now we come to the next section, that is the 5 marks questions, right? Discuss the role of Ebright's mother in making him a scientist. Very important question. Ebright's mother. This appeared in 2011. This is a very important question, so please do not ignore it. So, what are the points that you're going to write? Come on, give me the points in the chat box. Hurry up. The first point is his mother, taking care of him, and they all, both of them did things together, learned things together, right? Okay. And the various articles, the various things that she provided, she also encouraged his curiosity, right? Always encouraged his curiosity, and the things that he provided, that she provided, what were the things? All those mounting materials, telescopes, etc., etc., all those things, you need to remember that. And then opened the world of science before him, right? How? By that book, by buying him that book, right? Travels of Monarch X. And then not only that, she also, wrote a letter to, so writing the letter, writing to Dr. Urquhart, right? Dr. Urquhart. Okay. So that also, provided him the basis. Okay. So these are the points, and let's see how we have framed the answer. So definitely she would take him to trips, yes. And after his father died, his mother made him the focus of her life, right? She would buy all kinds of things, as I told you already. And this helped Richard to learn a lot. So she always motivated. She was a source of motivation and encouragement, always, right? And it was his mother who got him the Travels of Monarch X, which opened up the world of science for him. And then she also wrote, as I told you, this point also I had mentioned, the scientist helped Richard and he guided him. Thus, his mother actually helped him to become an extraordinary scientist. So she created the base. Okay, she encouraged, motivated, and did everything that was a very useful support for Richard. Last question, which came in 2016, CBSE 2016. Richard Ebright displayed a well-rounded personality. That means he was an all-rounder, right? All-rounder. Okay. Do you agree? Let's see. Of course, we agree. What are the points that you have to mention? Apart from being a scientist, he was also a debater. Okay. He was good in debate, photography, public speaking, right? So let's check the answer. So first, Richard's genius was obvious by the time he was in his second grade. He managed to collect all 25 species of butterflies around his hometown and classify them. He also loved to collect coins, fossils, rocks. So this is definitely speaking about his scientific bent of mind. But science, it was not just it was not just restricted to the world of science. He was also an active member of his school's oratory club and Model United Nations Club, which was and was an effective debater and a public speaker, and he was also in love with photography, right? So definitely all this proves that. Please make your conclusion as well. Here we haven't included the conclusion, so please have a line of conclusion as well. All right, so that was all, guys, for today. Okay, sorry. More points are there. I'm sorry. So I forgot. Yes, he was a canoeist also. Yes, and he was an outdoor person. So we have actually included a conclusion. I'm very sorry. Right. So learning was easy for him. So it found it simple to devote time. So of course, learning was easy because he was interested in that task. So he also devoted time in other activities. Champion debater he also was, right? And he believed in the spirit of competition, um, to win, but he did not wish to defeat others just to win. He wanted to win because he wanted to give his best. That is very, very important, and that is why the will to win for the right cause, that makes this statement, the will to win for the right cause. That is very, very important. Okay, so that was all, guys. So we have covered the extract based question, short answer type question, 3 marks questions and 5 marks questions. So I hope you have no problems in this chapter. Please go through the chapter thoroughly and prepare all the questions that we have done. We have covered almost all important questions in today's session, guys. So if you practice these questions, 70% of the lesson is done. So please do it, guys. And this is the homework question. Dr. Arkwat contributed significantly. So this was another important question that we did not discuss today, but we will be definitely discussing the homework question in the next class. So please post the homework answer in the comment section, guys. And the next session is on the necklace. So do not miss that. If you have missed the previous session, guys, which we did, the footprints without feet, please do watch it because we have discussed very important questions there as well. So guys, I would take a leave, but please don't forget to visit the link in the description box. Use the coupon code SWRPRO and do share, subscribe and like the channel. Okay, like this video. And thank you, guys. So let me sign off. Bye-bye. Take care. See you again in the next session.